శుభోదయం. సభా సరస్వతికి వందనం. అభిధేయ కార్యక్రమానికి స్వాగతం. Good morning, wonderful and judicious audience. On behalf of the management of Aurora Group of Educational Institutions, I welcome you to magnificent program Abhidhéya. Abhidhéya is the way or means that devotee adapts to reach God, to enjoy eternal bliss of heaven. There are 9 ways that he adapts. These are depicted in our ancient scriptures. Praising the Lord, integral part of success of his organization. These are the 9 ways that employee adapts to meet the requirements of the employer for betterment of organization, through which his betterment of the society, nation, and finally betterment of the world. The gracious presence of employers of various organizations is the evidence to corroborate our claim that Aurora Group of Educational Institutions inculcate these characters in their students to serve their organization. Repeat few important points. I request all the guests to come on to the dais. I request all the guests to come on to the dais. I request with the audience, during lighting of lamp, please be seated in your respective seats. And during invocation song, please do raise from your respective chairs. The Honorable Chairman of Aurora Group of Educational Institutions, the Placement Director, CEO of Aliens Group, and CTO of Wells Fargo, and the convener of Abhidhéya to light the lamp.
ज्योतिष्मदीं वासादयामि ज्योतिष्कृतं वासादया ज्योतिर्विदं वासादयामि भास्वतीं वासादया ज्वलन्तीं वासादयामि मन्मलाभवन्तीं सादयामि दीप्यमानान् वासादयामि रोचमानान् सादयाम्यतस्रां वासादयामि बृहज्योतिषं वासादयामि बोधयन्तीं वासादयामि जागृतीं वासादयामि मानोहिकं सीर्जातवेदो कामश्वं पुरुषं जगतो अभिभ्रदग्नागहि श्रिया मा परिपादया धारयक्षीतिं स्पर्पदी मासादे दिवे दिवे जागृवांसा दिवे दिवे ज्योतिष्मक्षत्रमाशाधे आदित्यादानो नस्पति
May I now request Miss Anusha, Miss Radhapriya, and Miss Deepthi to render an invocation song. I request the audience to raise from their respective seats for invocation song.
दिव्य धुनी मकरंदे भवति प्रभवति न भवति किं भवति रस्कारः मत्स्यादिभिरवतारैरवतारवतावता सदा वसुधा परमेश्वर परिपाल्यो भवता भवतापगीतोऽहम् दामोदर गुणमन्दिर सुन्दर वदनारविन्द गोविन्द भवजलधि मदन मन्दर परमं धरमपनय त्वं मे नारायण करुणामय शरणं करवाणि तावकौ चरणौ इति षट्पदी मदीये वदन सरोजे सदा वसतु।
Thank you. I now request our beloved Secretary, Dr. Ramesh Nipaturi, to make his opening remarks on Abhidhéya to jubilant audience.
శ్రీ శ్రీ త్రిదండి నిజీవ స్వామి గారి పాదపద్మములకు సాష్టాంగ నమస్కారం చేస్తూ CEOs, HR managers of various companies, Aurora Alumni, their parents, press and media, principals of various Aurora colleges and my dear staff, very good morning to one and all. The world is changing today at a furious pace. The extent of changes witnessed by the last century are more than the total changes in the history of mankind. The credit for those changes mainly goes to technology and technocrats. Technocrats have changed the face of the world and have deeply influenced lifestyle. The transfer of skills from one generation to another is an old age practice in India. With the freedom of developing one's own skill through basic education and practical experience, a large amount of responsibility lies with education to develop necessary skills to perform particular tasks. With the development of technology, technical skills gained a lot of importance to become successful in technical fields. Unfortunately, there is a tremendous gap between educational and practical fields, which instead of being reduced, is increasing day by day. Providing education alone does not really craft a student's career. The earnest endeavor of any good institution is to guide the students in the path of a right placement and right future. In fact, it is the objective of every institute, the aspiration of every student, and the ultimate dream of every parent. Training and placement cell of our group has a pivotal role in the industry, institution itself. Its acts is like a between industries, and the institute also plays a major role in the demand and supply chain process. As a part of it, our training and placement department aims to provide employment opportunities in leading organizations. Students are well trained to develop their competitive skills and thus enhance their personality. Aurora has a record of having placed more than 25,000 students in last 25 years and 1,200 in 2015-16 across all the streams. Almost 120 recruiters have visited the Aurora Group for campus placements this year. Aurora gives utmost importance to outcome-based education, which is always student-centric. We feel that education is not only limited to classroom teaching, but in fact making the students learn beyond the classroom. Discipline, ethics, and morals imparted during the student life make them unique. Students are well enlightened about the various prospects of career. Alumni are the strength of any institution. The footprints left behind the students who have passed successfully are embedded eternally in the functioning of the institution and do not get washed away by the waves of time. The alumni, brand ambassador of the institution, contributing substantially towards the growth of the industry, have been recognized as enterprising with a correct blend of technical and leadership skills. They are the best reflection of the students, quality of the institute offers to the industry, thus strengthening the national economy, reflecting the country's leading position in technical skill set. Aurora, a legacy since 25 years, believes in man-making education with profound focus on Indian values and culture. Showing love towards our children and gratitude to our associates is the essence of our tradition. Thus inspired, Aurora has come up with this unique and traditional platform, Abhidhéya, a great Sangamapa for esteemed recruiters, organization heads who have observed our students in 2015-16, all the students who got employment opportunity through campus placements in 2015-16, and faculty of Aurora Group. According to the Vedic principles, there are 3 stages of spiritual advancement. That is namely, in Brahma Sutras, if we take, one is Sambandha, second one is Abhidhéya and Prayojana. The Sambandha means the relation with the relation with the God. The Prayojana means the ultimate goal of life. And to achieve this Prayojana, the person who is doing his acts is called Abhidhéya. Taking the principle of it, Aurora introduced this Abhidhéya program. So thank you very much.
Thank you, sir, for your prudent reflection on Abhidhéya. May I now request our placement director, Mr. Raghu Prabhakar, to speak on Aurora's relationship with the industries.
Recruiters, members of the Aurora management, directors, faculty and staff of Aurora Colleges, our alumni, members of media, ladies and gentlemen, a warm welcome to you all. I feel blessed to be here today to celebrate the achievements of Aurorians and their commitment to academic, spiritual, professional, college and service to community endeavors. I also acknowledge the role of our esteemed recruiters in extending the opportunities to our students. Training and placement cell is an integral part of our institutions. This cell is sentient to function throughout the year towards generating placement and training opportunities for the students by organizing training programs, career guidance, entrepreneurship development, industrial tours and more. Placement training helps students to enhance their employability skills. Placement cell firmly believes in promoting and sustaining industry-institute interface. Recruiters are the mainstay of career growth for our students. This year, a total of 1,140 students have secured placements in companies like Deloitte, Infosys, Carvey, Amazon, ITC, Wipro, Franklin Templeton, Cognizant, TCS, ICICI Bank, HDFC, Bajaj Capital, Sutherland Global Services, US Tech Solutions, Genpact, etc. To name only a few. I wish to thank and appreciate our esteemed recruiters for their patronage and continued support in providing jobs to our students. The method of selection and recruitment was very objective, transparent and praiseworthy. It has boosted the morale of our students. The inputs given by the recruiters regarding job skills required and the feedback given by them, our students' performance has helped us to understand this scenario of placements better. Aurora Group will follow it meticulously. We also promise to recruiters our errors and lapses in this process and give no room for complaints. Thank you all for sparing your valuable time to grace this occasion.
Thank you, Dr. Raghu Prabhakar, for your wonderful information on Aurora's group of education institutions' relation with industries. Guru Vandanam Sarvatamopaham. కాబట్టి గురువందనానికై ఋత్వికులైన ఘనాపాఠీలను సవినయంగా అభ్యర్థిస్తున్నాను.
ప్రజయాధనేన త్యాగేనైకే అమృతత్వమానశో పరేణ నాగన్నిహితం గుహాయాం బిభ్రాజతే యద్యదయో విశంతి వేదాంత విజ్ఞాన సునిశ్చితార్థాః సన్యాసయోగా యతయః శుద్ధ సత్వాః తే బ్రహ్మలోకే తు పరాంతకాలే పరామృతాః పరిముచ్యంతి సర్వే దగ్రం విపాపం పరమేశ్వభూతం యత్పుండరీకం పురమధ్య సద్గుస్థం తత్రాపి దగ్రం గగనం విశోకస్తస్మిన్ యదంతస్తదుపాసితవ్యం యో వేదాదో స్వర ప్రోక్తో వేదాంతే చ ప్రతిష్ఠితః తస్య ప్రకృతిలీనస్య యః పరః స మహేశ్వరః ధర్మమమతేయో నో దుర్వాందాశమే యుగే అవామర్థనీయతీనాం బ్రహ్మా భామతి సారాధిః.
సభాయ నమః. శ్రీ శ్రీనివాస పరదైవతం నః. శ్రీ శ్రీనివాస పరమం ధనం నః. శ్రీ శ్రీనివాస కులదైవతం నః. శ్రీ శ్రీనివాస పరమాగతిర్నః. శ్రీ మాధవాంగ్రి జలజద్వయ నిత్య సేవా ప్రేమా విలాసయ పరాంకుశపాద భక్తం కామాదిదోషహరమాత్మపదాశ్రితానాం రామానుజం యతిపతిం ప్రణమామి మూర్ధ్నా. పరమ పూజనీయులు, ప్రాతస్మరణీయులు, పరమహంస పరివ్రాజకాచార్యులు శ్రీ 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 త్రిదండి శ్రీమన్నారాయణ చిన్నజీయర్ స్వామి వారు మన అరోరా విద్యా సంస్థల సముదాయంలో జరిగే అభిధేయ కార్యక్రమంలో పాల్గొనడం మనందరి భాగ్య విశేషం. ఇటువంటి దైవ స్వరూపులు అపర రామానుజావతారులు అయిన శ్రీ జిఎస్ స్వామి వారి దివ్య చరణ కమలాలకు శతకోటి ప్రణామములు సమర్పించుకుంటూ సాదరంగా సభక్తితో సశ్రద్ధతో సప్రణామములతో స్వామివారి సేవా విశేషాలను కళ్యాణ గుణాలను కొంచెం మననం చేసుకుందాం. కార్తీక మాసం దీపావళి పర్వదినాన అజ్ఞాన తిమిరాలను పటాపంచలు చేసి జ్ఞానప్రభలను దశ దిశలా వెదజల్లడానికి ఆవిర్భవించిన దివ్య తేజోరాశి శ్రీ 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 స్వామివారు తూర్పుగోదావరి జిల్లా ఆర్తమూరు గ్రామంలో శ్రీ 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 పెద్దజీయర్ స్వామి వారి పౌత్రులుగా అవతరించి టీకే గోపాలాచార్య స్వామి వారి సన్నిధిలో తత్వ విద్యాధిగమం కావించి ప్రపేదిరే ప్రాక్తన జన్మ విద్యా అన్న కాళిదాసు మాటను అక్షర సత్యం కావించారు. 24 ఏండ్ల ప్రాయంలోని తురీయాశ్రమాన్ని స్వీకరించి బదరీ క్షేత్రంలో శ్రీమన్నారాయణుని దివ్య సన్నిధిలో అష్టాక్షరీ మహామంత్రాన్ని జపించి సిద్ధి పొంది తమ ప్రచారోద్యమాన్ని సర్వతోముఖం చేశారు. జియర్ ఎడ్యుకేషన్ ట్రస్ట్ పరిధిలో వేద విశ్వవిద్యాలయాన్ని స్థాపించారు. చిరుప్రాయపు పిల్లలకు వేదాంగాలలో బోధించి ఆ పిల్లలు స్వతంత్ర జీవనులై వైదిక సంస్కృతి ప్రభావానికి నిలువెత్తు నిదర్శనమవ్వాలన్న ఆకాంక్షను వ్యక్తపరిచారు. వేద ఆగమ దివ్య ప్రబంధ ఉభయ వేదాంత పండితులను లోకానికి అందిస్తున్నారు. ఆగమ విద్యా వ్యాప్తికై ఆగమ పాఠశాలలను స్థాపించారు. జాతి వర్గ భేదాలు లేకుండా ఆసక్తి యోగ్యత కల వారెవరైనా తత్వ విద్యను అధిగమించి సంప్రదాయ ప్రచార దక్షులు అయ్యేటట్లు విద్యా ప్రణాళికను రూపొందించి విద్వాంసులచే శిక్షణా కార్యక్రమాన్ని కొనసాగిస్తున్నారు. వేద విద్యా పరిశోధనకై ఒక చక్కటి యాక్షన్ ప్లాన్తో వేదిక్ రీసెర్చ్ సెంటర్ను ఏర్పాటు చేశారు. ముఖ్యంగా సమాజంలో నిరాశ నిస్పృహలతో నిర్లక్ష్యంగా జీవనం సాగిస్తున్న యువతను ఉత్తేజపరిచి సమాజ సేవ పట్ల జాగృతం చేయడానికి వికాస తరంగిణి సంస్థను నెలకొల్పారు. విశ్వశాంతికై పాదయాత్రలు, లక్షల మందితో విరాట్ విష్ణు సహస్రనామ పారాయణాలు, సహస్రకుండాత్మక శ్రీ మహావిష్ణు యాగములు, గీతా జయంతి, గీతా జ్యోతి, కృష్ణం వందే జగద్గురుం, శ్రీ శ్రీ వెంకటేశ శరణాగతి దీక్షలు మొదలైన అనేక ఆధ్యాత్మిక కార్యక్రమాలను సంకల్పించిన ఘనత శ్రీ స్వామివారిదే. శరీర స్వాస్థ్యానికి వైద్యాలయాలు అవసరం, అయితే మానసిక స్వాస్థ్యానికి దేవాలయాలు చాలా అవసరం. అందుకు స్వామివారు చేస్తున్న కృషి జీర్ణ దేవాలయాల సముద్ధరణ. రామానుజాచార్యుల సమతా భావన స్ఫూర్తితో శ్రీరంగంలో అశేష జనవాహినితో నగరయాత్ర జరిపి రామానుజాచార్యుల ఉన్నత ఆశయాలను ఆచరణలో పెడుతున్న మహనీయులు జిఆర్ స్వామివారు. శంషాబాద్ జిల్లాలో స్వామివారి ఆశ్రమంలో రామానుజాచార్యుల అత్యున్నత విగ్రహాన్ని ప్రతిష్ఠించి భాగ్యనగర వాసులకు ఆచార్య కటాక్షాన్ని ప్రసాదించారు. ఇలా మన దేశంలో ఎన్నో కార్యక్రమాలలో ఆధ్యాత్మిక చైతన్యాన్ని కలిగిస్తున్న స్వామివారు అమెరికా మొదలైన దేశాలలో అసంఖ్యాకులైన భక్తులను భారతీయ సంప్రదాయ సంస్కారాల పట్ల ఆసక్తులయ్యేటట్లు విశేషంగా కృషి చేస్తున్నారు. అయం నిజ పరోవేతి గణనా లఘుచేతసం ఉదార చరితానాంతు వసుదైవ కుటుంబకం అన్న భర్తృహరి శ్లోకం స్మరణకొస్తున్నది. భగవద్ బంధువులతో తప్ప దేహ బంధువులతో సాన్నిహిత్యం ఉన్నదన్న సత్యం శ్రీ చిన్నజీయర్ స్వామి వారిలో దర్శించవచ్చు. మరో వారం రోజులలో 60 వసంతాలు పూర్తి చేసుకుని షష్ఠి పూర్తి మహోత్సవాన్ని జరుపుకోబోతున్నప్పటికీ నిత్య నూతనంగా యుక్త వయస్కులుగా మరింత నూతనోత్సాహంతో సమాజోద్ధరణ కోసం పాటుపడుతున్నటువంటి మహానుభావులు మన జిఎస్ స్వామివారు. స్వామివారి నిర్మమత, వాత్సల్యం, దైవ కార్యాల పట్ల ఆసక్తి, నిర్వహణలో దీక్ష, దక్షత, పలకరింపులో ఆప్యాయత వీరిలో మనకు దర్శనమిచ్చే విషయాలు. మహామనీషికి, మహా ఋషులకు ఉండవలసిన ఉత్తమ లక్షణాలు మూర్తీభవించిన స్వరూపమే స్వామివారి రూపం. జిఆర్ స్వామి పలుకులో గాని, నడకలో గాని, ఆఖరికి చేయి కదలికలో గాని ఎక్కడా పరుషం కనిపించదు. అంతా మార్ధవమే, అంతా మాధుర్యమే. ఇక వారి ప్రవచనం అదొక అద్భుత ప్రవాహిని, అమృతరస ప్రవాహిని. సకల శాస్త్ర విజ్ఞానం, సమస్త సంప్రదాయ సారం వెలివిరుస్తుంది. స్వామివారి అనుగ్రహ భాషణం ప్రవచనాలకు మణిభూషణం. మృదు మధురమైన భాషతోనూ సాత్విక హావభావాలతోనూ జటిలమైన విషయాన్ని బాగా రంగరించి ఉదాహరణల అనుప్రాసలతో బోధిస్తారు. అశాంతిగ్రస్తమైన మనస్సుకు అది ఒక దివ్యౌషధం. సాత్వికం సాకారమైతే అది శ్రీ 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 స్వామివారు. మార్ధవం ముద్దగట్టి మూర్తీభవిస్తే అది శ్రీ చిన్నజీయర్ స్వామివారు. స్వామివారిలో నిగ్రహం ఎంతో, అనుగ్రహం అంత, కర్తవ్య దీక్ష ఎంతో, కరుణా కటాక్షం అంత. సన్నని చిరునవ్వులతో, చల్లని చూపులతో, తీయని పలుకులతో స్వామివారు కటాక్షిస్తే వేదమాత ఆశీర్వదించిన అనుభూతి లభిస్తుంది. శ్రీ 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 త్రిదండి చిన్నజీయర్ స్వామివారి పవిత్ర చరణ ధూళితో ఈ అభిధేయ వేదిక మరింత పవిత్రమైనది భావిస్తూ స్వామివారి కళ్యాణ గుణాలను స్మరించుకుంటూ వారి అనుగ్రహాన్ని ప్రార్థిస్తూ వారి దివ్య పాద పద్మాలకు ప్రణామములను సమర్పించుకుందాం. జై శ్రీమన్నారాయణ.
Thank you, Dr. Padmaja, for your elaborate, wonderful and divine speech. శబ్దఝరి కీకారణ్యం చిత్త విభ్రమ కారణం అన్నారు జగద్గురువులు శ్రీ 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 ఆదిశంకర భగవత్పాదుల వారు. అందుకే పరమోత్కృష్టమైన అనేక విషయాలు పండితులకు మాత్రమే అర్థమైనాయి, వారికి మాత్రమే చేరువైనాయి. ఆ పరమోత్కృష్ట సత్యాన్ని ప్రతివారు అర్థం చేసుకుని ఆచరిస్తే ప్రపంచం శాంతి సౌభాగ్యాలతో, సుఖ సంతోషాలతో విలసిల్లుతుంది. ఈ ఉత్కృష్ట ప్రయోజన సాధనానికై పదుగురాడు మాటల్లో ఆ మహామహిమాన్విత సత్యాలను మనకు తెలియజెప్పి మన జీవితాలను తరింపచేసే పరమోత్కృష్ట గురువు శ్రీ 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 త్రిదండి చిన్నజీయర్ స్వామీజీ. వారి అనుగ్రహ భాషణానికై సవినయంగా వారి దివ్య పాద పద్మాలకు వందనం గావిస్తూ వారి నుండి అనుమతి కోరుతున్నాను.
ఆపదామపహర్తారం దాతారం సర్వసంపదా లోకాభిరామం శ్రీరామం భూయో భూయో నమామ్యహం. జై శ్రీమన్నారాయణ టు యు ఆల్. ప్రియ భగవద్బంధు, we are really delighted to see the title of this wonderful event, Abhidhéya. Most of the people may not be knowing what it means. We asked our beloved principal, what is this program all about? Is it a convocation? Or is it a graduation ceremony? Or something else? What it is exactly is you're conducting? So the other day when we met with him, he said this is a get-together program, of course a maiden attempt, made by these Aurora institutions to bring all the students, faculties, and of course the alumni, and those who are utilizing the services of this college's unit. We felt really happy. And this is what we're expecting since long. We know there are many colleges in our state. And of course now in these two states, Andhra and Telangana, probably not in hundreds but in thousands, producing many engineers, and of course from many other faculties as well. After coming out of the college, what these students are doing and how to put them somewhere where they utilize their abilities and at the same time share that experience again with the college. We were expecting a kind of interaction between the engineering colleges and between the industry, because it is the industry which has to use the service. What we go through the books, what we learn from classes is something, but what we really use is something different. When a student comes out from the college finishing his commerce, I don't think that he uses all his knowledge while he is working somewhere in some company or in a bank or something like that. But they gain some kind of experience there, which they have to introduce that to their colleges and to the students so that they will be prepared to face the real life after coming out of the college. This is a kind of interaction if we are able to build it. I'm sure we can improve the system of educating the student, and at the same time we can bring out wonderful programs. Ultimately, it's for the benefit of the country. and of course the system. Our Aurora is trying to do that by inviting all the heads of the organizations utilizing the services, different companies, and also the alumni of the college, the students, to share their experiences and to have a kind of interaction, and thus come out with a solution with how best we'll be able to create a situation where the students can improve their standards and abilities. Aurora, what we heard about is the beautiful colors we find at some poles, at the northern pole or the southern pole of our earth. Beautiful colors that appear in the nature. Probably these people, the founders of this institute, expecting such a kind of colorful presentation should be there to the society through this institute, through these colleges they are running. We are very happy that many companies are encouraging them by taking these students as the process of campus selection or something like that, and encouraging the Aurora institutions. Our Mangala Sasanams to all of them for this kind of encouragement. I'm sure that the faculties are able to build a bridge between the students, the management, and the end users of these services in a better way. And we expect that it should become more strong as well. This is what we call as Vidya in general. Most of us know that Vidya means just simple education. And for this, we prepared a kind of syllabus, and then that's being repeated year after year. Great rishis like Parasara gave a beautiful description to the word Vidya and the word karma. What does it mean by karma? What does it mean by Vidya? Sage Parasara says, Tat karma yanna bandhaya sa vidya ya vimuktaye. He gave two definitions to these two words like karma and vidya, which are of course very important for a man to survive in this world. Right from the second one till the last second we live in this world, we should be doing something. But while doing, we should know what we're doing. And we need to know that how we're doing also. Doing something physically is called karma. But that action we do should make us feel comfort. It should not become another load on our head. It should relieve us from the loads already we are carrying with us. Such an action is called karma. Tat karma yat na bandhaya, which never creates any kind of pain on you. Not only on the person who does, but also to the people who are using that service or who are getting benefited out of that particular action. Such a kind of act, such a kind of deed is called karma. Maybe otherwise it becomes a karma. People say, no, this is my karma. Maybe an action that causes pain to the doer and also to the user, that doesn't become a karma, but it binds him with many things and it puts all kinds of limits for his moments. So man need to learn how to act for his own benefit, for the benefit of his family, for the benefit of the society at large. But while performing that karma, one needs to know how to do that. That's the key, which is called Vidya. Action is very common even with animals. They do act. Birds, they do act. Trees, they do grow. Insects, yes. These are also doing some kind of actions. That means karma is there too. But there is no vidya with them. There is only action. They perform in a mechanical way, but they don't know why they are doing, and they do not have an idea and what would be the end result of the action they perform. It's only the man who is able to again understand, do something and see that tomorrow it doesn't create another kind of problem to the society. My friends, I'd like to tell you something. It's a little bit painful. Technology or science, what we call today, are the keys for the progression of the society. It's true, but is a kind of science or technology that disrupts the structure of the society and creates havoc, is it good? That decreases the strength of the society, is such a kind of technology good? Is such a kind of science good? Obviously no. You may be knowing hybridization, vegetables or some other eatable things, and of course animals, birds, many things are being hybridized. People thought initially it's really good for high production. They made it. Once we visited a dairy farm, there are many cows. Of course, all they are hybridized, jerseys. They call them cows. So also we call them cows. But really they are not cows. They are kind of animals. Maybe people calling them as just jerseys. They are milking machines because they use them only for the sake of milking milk. And then for some other kind of use like beef. We were a bit curious to know how they are taking care of them. And we asked the people who take care. They informed us. If at all there is a female calf, they keep it. But if it is a male calf, then they prepare it to mix up with the food that's given to the same cow. Do you know this? Maybe a few. They did it for long. after some time, they have realized this is really a dangerous act. You know what happened? As a result of such a kind of feat, the cows, those jerseys, started developing a kind of disease called mad cow disease. In a day, in a place called London, about 4 lakhs cows were burned because they got affected with the mad cow disease. A few years ago, I'm talking. How many of you know this? Very little. That's good. This is a small example I'd like to mention. The result of the technology, the result of what we do should not create such a kind of havoc. We created another kind of hybridization with vegetables. When we were young, we used to eat tomato. You know tomato, right? Yes. And if we just boil the tomato, the fragrance was so sweet and the taste was so delicious. In those days I'm talking, when we were so young. We started changing the genes of the particular vegetable. And now, even if you bring the juice and drop into the nose, you won't feel any kind of smell. No taste, absolutely. A result of what we did. You can imagine if you eat a kind of food that gives you taste and fragrance, a part of it may be also with you. Some kind of taste will be there in you in the form of actions. A little kind of fragrance also may be there in the form of the concern you show towards others. I don't want people to be tasted with each other. I'm talking about the way it's exhibited. Taste should be experienced through the actions we do. And the fragrance that comes by the knowledge and by the concern you show towards others. We're seeing today, they are missing with people. Concern for others is something we have to search for. Only the dealings between person and person are in terms of business. Maybe they are wife and husband, parents and children, bosses and people working with them, or rulers and being ruled. Only it's something money-like thing that's ruling entire thing, everything. Even in the world of spirituality, this is something strange, what we can really observe. We mentioned this as a small example for you to understand that the actions and the knowledge that we possess behind should go together so that they won't cause any kind of pain to others and they won't disturb the structure of the society. That's why the great sage said, Parasara, Tat karma yanna bandhaya sa vidya ya vimuktaye. We consider that as knowledge. that which releases you from all kinds of limitations. Vimukti doesn't mean going to moksha or probably going to the other worlds. Of course, without any kind of effort that happens anyway. Maybe that is up or down, we don't know. But definitely that's going to happen to every one of us. It's because, all we came with return tickets in our hands. So, for some people it is today, for some it is tomorrow, or it is next year, maybe next decade, something like that. But all we should leave this world someday. No effort is needed for that. But the effort is very much needed for you to live with good comfort, to please others, and for you to feel the happiness, so that you lead a peaceful life and people around you also lead similar peaceful life. That's a quality type of life we expect, we need to inculcate to everybody, probably through the education that we undergo. So he said, the sage said, Vimuktaye ya bhavati sa vidya. Whichever releases you from all kinds of limitations becomes or to be called as vidya. A person is in jail, he wants vimukti, release. A person like you, sitting now in the chair, fixed to your chairs, but now you are under the control of my mic. So you want vimukti. You too need vimukti, right? When Swamiji stops, then you are released. A release is needed. A student studying in year 1 wants a vimukti so that he can step into the second year. A student in the final year also needs a vimukti so that he can get out of the college. But my friends, you need to understand, getting the release is not the ultimate. Reaching something else is the ultimate. Getting release automatically happens. But when you came out of the pan, you should not fall into the furnace. That's more important. You should reach a place where a person tastes you. That should be the goal. You should not fall into the furnace and lose your own identity. So, for a person who is now in a particular situation, should get released, should come out of that, but for good. After coming out, he should be in a better place. He should be providing better amenities. He should be enjoying better things. And he should become a better person too. That should be the ultimate. So, coming out of the bondage and reaching a better end. So when a student wants to get out of year 1, needs to enter year 2. A person wants to come out of the college after finishing his course, expects to be placed in a better place like these great people. So, coming out from something, reaching to a better end should be always Abhidhéya. Should be the goal for, I think, anybody. Abhidhéya means prayojana. Our chairman wonderfully mentioned about the meaning of that. It's good. The end result should be always, it's enjoyable. Should be enjoyable by one and all. So you send someone from your institute, and then he reach a company, and there he won't be able to produce anything, makes no sense to them. And similarly, it doesn't make any sense to you too. So, whichever ability makes a person to be in a better place, come out of it, reach a best place, and ultimately enjoying the better enjoyment of all the best. I think should be the goal of the Vidya. So that is what our great sage Parasara says as Vimukti. Sa Vidya Ya Vimuktaye. That is what we call a kind of Vimukti, which should be provided by you to these people who are providing the placements for the students coming from you. And again, for them too, there is a role. They, after taking all these guys from your schools and colleges, again, they should make the nation to feel proud by the products they are contributing to the, not only our country, but to the rest of the world. So they also need to use or put that knowledge, put that Vidya in a better use, so that they feel happy, ultimately the country feels similar happiness. That creates auroras. That creates beautiful colors. That makes everybody to feel the joy of the life. We need that. Joy of life never lies in just simply eating, drinking, dancing and sleeping. I think that happens everywhere anyway. Sometimes out of fear, sometimes out of joy. But we are not contented just simply with the physical things. We want something beyond that. That happens when you realize the greatness of the life, which of course is not in your hands. It's a boon provided to you by someone whom people call as God. Life is not something we bought, or we brought, or we produced, or we made, or we created. It's a gift given by God. God has given this gift to everyone at free of cost. But He expects something from you to make the best use of it, so that you will be happy and also He will be happy. You will be happy and His responsibility will be reduced. That's the expectation of God. So my friends, the component of God, the power of something unseen that controls everyone from behind, also something should be taught to every student, to every end user too. Otherwise it's only the squeezing that will be experienced. When a student goes to the college, then the faculties start squeezing him. From the time he wakes up till he sleeps. And again they start squeezing. It's time for education, for getting good ranks and marks. Finishing that, it is again those CEOs and the people who are the team leaders, they start squeezing the people working with them for bringing out a lot. Ultimately, there's what remains, squeezing. But But this is not what the life is all about. You need to, of course, bring out your own inner abilities, your innate qualities to make everyone happy, to give a kind of comfort, and ultimately to please God, not for the people who are using your services in the world. Because these people keep changing from time to time. Today a person may be with Infosys, tomorrow maybe with Microsoft, and day after maybe with some other company. That's okay. But wherever they are, and whoever these people are receiving the services, but the end result should be giving good comfort to the world, gaining good name to the country, making people to respond properly for the calls of the nation wherever they are produced and living. And this is the kind of thing what we need to do. At the level of college, this is what you need to teach. At the level of office, this is what you have to inculcate. Not just giving some kind of letters in the college is enough. Not a kind of giving some money is enough to the offices. Live for the country as well. Should I ask you something which is about the recent happening in the country? Should I? Yes. Not many are raising their hands, but of course, I think it is a yes. Okay. కొంచెం మొహమాట పడుతున్నట్టు అనిపిస్తుంది. It doesn't matter. Expect we need to inculcate to everybody, probably through the education that we undergo. So he said, the sage said, Vimuktaye ya bhavati sa vidya. Whichever releases you from all kinds of limitations becomes or should be called as vidya. A person is in jail. He wants vimukti, release. A person like you, sitting now in the chair, fixed to your chairs, but now you are under the control of my mic. So you want vimukti. You too need vimukti, right? When Swamiji stops, then you are released. A release is needed. A student studying in year 1 wants a vimukti so that he can step into the second year. A student in the final year also needs a vimukti so that he can get out of the college. But my friends, you need to understand, getting the release is not the ultimate. Reaching something else is the ultimate. Getting release automatically happens. But when you came out of the pan, you should not fall into the furnace. That's more important. You should reach a place where a person tastes you. That should be the goal. You should not fall into the furnace and lose your own identity. So, for a person who is now in a particular situation, should get released, should come out of that, but for good. After coming out, he should be in a better place. He should be providing better amenities. He should be enjoying better things, and he should become a better person too. That should be the ultimate. So, coming out of the bondage and reaching a better end. So when a student wants to get out of year 1, needs to enter year 2. A person wants to come out of the college after finishing his course, expects to be placed in a better place like these great people. So, coming out from something, reaching to a better end should be always Abhidhéya. Should be the goal for, I think, anybody. Abhidhéya means prayojana. Our chairman wonderfully mentioned about the meaning of that. It's good. The end result should be always, it's enjoyable. Should be enjoyable by one and all. So you send someone from your institute and then he reaches a company and there he won't be able to produce anything, makes no sense to them. And similarly, it doesn't make any sense to you too. So, whichever ability makes a person to be in a better place, come out of it, reach a best place, and ultimately enjoying the better enjoyment of all the best. I think should be the goal of the Vidya. So that is what our great sage Parasara says as Vimukti. Sa Vidya Ya Vimuktaye. That is what we call a kind of Vimukti, which should be provided by you to these people who are providing the placements for the students coming from you. And again, for them too, there is a role. They, after taking all these guys from your schools and colleges, again, they should make the nation to feel proud by the products they are contributing to the, not only our country, but to the rest of the world. So they also need to use or put that knowledge, put that Vidya in a better use, so that they feel happy, ultimately the country feels similar happiness. That creates auroras. That creates beautiful colors. That makes everybody to feel the joy of the life. We need that. Joy of life never lies in just simply eating, drinking, dancing and sleeping. I think that happens everywhere anyway. Sometimes out of fear, sometimes out of joy. But we are not contented just simply with the physical things. We want something beyond that. That happens when you realize the greatness of the life, which of course is not in your hands. It's a boon provided to you by someone whom people call as God. Life is not something we bought, or we brought, or we produced, or we made, or we created. It's a gift given by God. God has given this gift to everyone at free of cost. But He expects something from you to make the best use of it, so that you will be happy and also He will be happy. You will be happy and His responsibility will be reduced. That's the expectation of God. So my friends, the component of God, the power of something unseen that controls everyone from behind, also something should be taught to every student, to every end user too. Otherwise, it's only the squeezing that will be experienced. When a student goes to the college, then the faculties start squeezing him. From the time he wakes up till he sleeps. And again they start squeezing. It's time for education, for getting good ranks and marks. Finishing that, it is again those CEOs and the people who are the team leaders, they start squeezing the people working with them for bringing out a lot. Ultimately, there's what remains, squeezing. But this is not what the life is all about. You need to, of course, bring out your own inner abilities, your innate qualities to make everyone happy, to give a kind of comfort, and ultimately to please God, not for the people who are using your services in the world. Because these people keep changing from time to time. Today a person may be with Infosys, tomorrow maybe with Microsoft, and day after maybe with some other company. That's okay. But wherever they are, and whoever these people are receiving the services, but the end result should be giving good comfort to the world, gaining good name to the country, making people to respond properly for the calls of the nation wherever they are produced and living. This is the kind of thing what we need to do. At the level of college, this is what you need to teach. At the level of office, this is what you have to inculcate. Not just giving some kind of letters in the college is enough. Not a kind of giving some money is enough to the offices. Live for the country as well. Should I ask you something which is about the recent happening in the country? Should I? Yes. Not many are raising their hands, but of course, I think it is a yes. Okay. Kunchi Mohammed Portana aనిపిస్తుంది. It doesn't matter. Every day. We have about 130 crores of people, and he said, if each one gives a rupee, I think per day we can procure 130 crores of rupees, which we can utilize to make our army and forces more and more strong, so that we can live with all courage and strength. This is only for our sake, you know what he said. How many of you responded for that call? I'd like to just give you a little information. Madam Padma Shri, or someone who gave that introduction, Padmaja, gave a very beautiful introduction about us and about our activities. Of course, always it gives a kind of happiness. Now somebody praises you, you always feel happy, right? You should be take care of, your chest and stuff. We have a school for Vedas. We have a school for Agama, teaching. We have a school for blind children. We have a small college for blind children as well. Probably that is the only college in the country where students appear to the examinations with the laptops. Blind children taking laptops and they give the examinations. I think this is the only college called Netra Vidyalaya. A few institutions like that we have with us. And And one among them is a boy who is sitting just behind us, Mr. Sudarshan. This boy, after listening to that, he said, Swamiji, it is for the country's sake, right? Can I do something? He asked. I said, what do you want to do? He said, we are living in this country, we are sleeping and eating peacefully. It's because of the army, right? So can I give something for the army, please? He said. I said, okay, go ahead. And he said, Swamiji, I give 10,000 for the army. First he came out. And then he said, Swamiji, can I do something else, please? I said, what do you want to do? Can I go and ask all of our inmates so that they can also join this wonderful activity? I said, okay, that's your wish. You can definitely do that. He started his action at about 10 o'clock in the morning, and by afternoon at about 3 o'clock, he returned with a bag in his hand carrying 4 lakhs. And then we added another 6 lakhs to that and gave it to the Army's fund, 10 lakhs. It's not something, a great activity anyway. This is not something, bringing stars to the ground. But my point is, give education with life. Give job with life. Don't miss the component of life. When the life becomes meaningful, when you are able to respond to the country you live in, when you respond to the place you are living in, and when you are able to respond for the circumstances that around you, then the life becomes meaningful, purposeful. Unfortunately today, we are giving so many degrees through our colleges. Our universities are extending wonderful certificates with wonderful ranks. And many of our children are scoring wonderful marks. Fine. Great companies are giving wonderful salaries. In olden days, there used to be some kind of people who are able to extend some kind of service activities, some kind of service on a nominal honorarium basis. Nowadays, we are not able to get anybody like that. And even a small BTech or MBA guy probably is being paid a lot by you guys. You are paying lot of money, and no honorable services are available to people like us who are small NGOs. Nobody comes, nobody rose up. Anybody comes, he starts demanding, what are you going to pay me? 80,000 or 1 lakh or per month? The deal goes like that. It was not the situation in olden days. They used to love. They love to come, they love to serve, and it was nice. So, you are also giving beautiful benefits to the people who are serving with you, who are joining you, and who are extending their wonderful services. It's good, I say, because the economy is growing. Wonderful. We need that. You are giving placements You are providing wonderful services, you are paying a lot of money, and institutes are giving so many letters, so many words, so many sentences, and so many subjects. Missing the life like मेरा देश ये भी तो है. We are in a country. We need to respond for the country. We need to do something for that. Our country expects something from us. After all, we are living in her lands. And we are eating something, we are drinking something, we are breathing something, and we are leading the life in her shoulders and in her laps. Is it not the minimum responsibility of us to do something for her? How many of you feel it? That we need to do something for our country too? My God. My friends, we love to know that our Aurora institutes are providing beautiful bridge between the students and the companies, so that a kind of exchange will be there in improving both the ends. Companies will be able to provide a good type of systems to learn, and in turn that they also get wonderful services. They will be able to provide similar services to other offices too, probably other companies too, in making the educational institute, more vibrant. So both are good, but still this is muscle power, I say. This is muscle power. Muscle power is not enough for the country. Inner life is required. It will never happen with the effort of a single person on the top. Unfortunately, till today, it was not there at the high end, but today we have that. The ruling system is at least good today. It's our duty now to make it more and more reliable and strong, for which the country needs to respond. If it is in other countries, I think you can see the tremendous response. We saw that. That's why I say this. When there was a great natural disaster in countries like Japan, I think probably all of you might have read in papers, might have seen in media also, how the people responded, how they were tolerant, and again within no time, how they came onto the mainstream. This is the response we have to inculcate through our institutes and institutions. This is a wonderful event that Aurora organized by name Abhidhéya, in bringing all people together, all the what you call the stakeholders together, and creating a kind of environment where they can exchange their ideas and get benefit together. We pray to God to give real strength. And of course, you organized this in a wonderful place like this Brahma Kumari's, this hall, which itself has some kind of vibrations, which are adding fragrance to the efforts you are putting. So I'm very, very happy. Actually, that's the reason we accepted to come and join you all for a few moments, so that we also can share our ideas with you all in making our nation strength, our system of education strong, and our business systems vibrant. Ultimately, see that the divine hand of God always saving us, always giving us a kind of support in keeping the pride and prestige of our Mahabharat, our Bharat, in the arena of the world. So we offer Mangala Sasanams to all the faculties and all the managing board of these Aurora institutions, educational institutions, Aurora colleges, and also all the companies who are giving wonderful encouragement for these people, and also the alumni, which is extending its support to the college. So as Srimati Padmaji mentioned at the beginning, we are also just trying to do something here in Hyderabad, of course for the next year, which is going to be a millennium year of the appearance of Ramanujacharya Swami, who was an icon of equality 1,000 years ago, when there were many kinds of taboos. Social stigma was existing in keeping the people in terms of their caste, their creed, their religion, their race, etc. Appeared a great Acharya by name Ramanuja, not today, 1017 AD, lived for 120 years, opened the doors of the temple even to the people who are called today as Dalits, who are supposed to be the outcasted, and said that you are also children of the same God to whom I belong. I think everyone is the creation of God.
Directors of Aurora Educational Institutions to occupy the seats in the front rows. And I also request with the spouses of the guests to come and occupy the seats in the front rows. I request all the directors, principals of Aurora Educational Institutions to occupy the seats in the front few rows. And I also request with the spouses of our guests sitting on the dais to occupy the seats in the front row. May I now request Dr. Shivhar Biradar to introduce Brahma Kumari Ruchiben and also throw light on Brahma Kumari's organization. May I request Dr. Shivhar Biradar.
ओम शांति। जीते तो सभी है, जीने का मकसद जिन्होंने बताया, हर बातों को रह बुज़दिल में हिम्मत, इतना करो संघर्ष की चंदन बन जाओ, इतना तपो की निखर कर कुंदन बन जाओ, सुकर्मों की सुगंध से चारों दिशाओं में महको, मुस्कुराओ कांटों से भी कि मधुबन बन जाओ, ब्रह्म कुमारी जी के आशीर्वाद से पावन हो जाओ। ब्रह्म कुमारी विश्व भर में फैला हुआ एक ऐसा आध्यात्मिक संस्थान है जो व्यक्तिगत परिवर्तन और विश्व नवनिर्माण के लिए समर्पित है। प्रजापिता ब्रह्म कुमारी ईश्वरीय विश्वविद्यालय की स्थापना सन 1936 ईस्वी सन में राजस्थान माउंट आबू में हुई। इस विश्वविद्यालय को चलाने हेतु आधिकारिक भाषा के तौर पर हिंदी और अंग्रेजी को रखा गया। इस ईश्वरीय विश्वविद्यालय के संस्थापक लेखराज कृपलानी जी रहे। इस कार्य में इनके प्रमुख साथी जानकी कृपलानी और हृदय मोहिनी थे। सन 1876 से 1969 तक इनकी सेवाओं की कालावधि रही, जो शिष्यों में ब्रह्मा बाबा के नाम से प्रसिद्ध है। दादा लेखराज अविभाजित भारत में हीरों के व्यापारी थे। वे बाल्यकाल से ही धार्मिक प्रवृत्ति के थे। 60 वर्ष की आयु में उन्हें परमात्मा के सत्य स्वरूप को पहचानने की दिव्य अनुभूति हुई। इसी काल में निराकार शिव जी का साक्षात्कार हुआ। इसके पश्चात इनका मन मानव कल्याण की ओर प्रवृत्त हुआ। उन्हें सांसारिक बंधनों से मुक्त होने और परमात्मा का साक्षात मान स्वरूप माध्यम बनने का निर्देश मिला। इसी प्रेरणा से 1936 में उन्होंने इस विराट संगठन की बुनियाद रखी। इन्होंने सन 1937 में आध्यात्मिक ज्ञान और राजयोग की शिक्षा अनेकों तक पहुंचाने के लिए संस्था का निर्माण किया। दादा लेखराज जी ने इस संस्था की स्थापना के लिए अपने कारोबार को साझेदार के हवाले सौंप दिया और वे अपने जन्म स्थान हैदराबाद, सिंध वर्तमान में पाकिस्तान में लौट गए। यहाँ पर उन्होंने सारी संपत्ति संस्था के नाम कर दी। शुरुआत में इस संस्था में सिर्फ महिलाएं थीं। उसके पश्चात दादा लेखराज जी को प्रजापिता ब्रह्मा नाम दिया गया और लोग आध्यात्मिक शांति को पाने के लिए प्रजापिता ब्रह्मा के द्वारा उच्चारित सिद्धांतों पर चले। वे ही ब्रह्म कुमार और ब्रह्म कुमारी कहलाए। फिर इस शैक्षणिक संस्था को प्रजापिता ब्रह्म कुमारी ईश्वरीय विश्वविद्यालय नाम दिया गया। आज इस संस्था में अंतर्राष्ट्रीय मान्यता प्राप्त शिक्षा दी जाती है। प्रजापिता इन्हीं मूलभूत सिद्धांतों का पालन करते हुए प्रजापिता ब्रह्म कुमारी ईश्वरीय विश्वविद्यालय इन दिनों विश्व भर में धर्म को एक नए मानदंडों पर परिभाषित कर रहा है। इस संसार में जीवन की दौड़ धूप से थककर लोग आज शांति की तलाश में इस संस्था की ओर अग्रसर हो रहे हैं। यह धर्म कोई नया धर्म नहीं है। विश्व में व्याप्त धर्मों के सार को आत्मसात कर उन्हें मानव कल्याण के लिए उपयोगी सिद्ध कराने वाली संस्था है, जिसकी विश्व भर में 137 देशों में 8,500 से अधिक शाखाएं हैं। इन शाखाओं में लगभग 10 लाख छात्र प्रतिदिन नैतिक तथा आध्यात्मिक शिक्षा ग्रहण करते हैं। ब्रह्म कुमारी जी का यहाँ मुख्यालय मधुबन के नाम से जाना जाता है। मैं इस परिचय का अंत एक छोटी सी कविता से करता हूँ। चांद के बिन कहाँ चांदनी रात है, बादलों के बिना भी क्या बरसात है, जिंदगी से हमें और क्या चाहिए, बच्चों मैं तेरे साथ हूँ, बाबा तू मेरे साथ है, वाह बाबा वाह। ओम शांति। आज के इस समारोह में उपस्थित ब्रह्म कुमारी जी संस्थान से जुड़ी आदरणीय बीके रुचिबेन का परिचय प्रस्तुत है। प्रजापिता ब्रह्म कुमारी ईश्वरीय विश्वविद्यालय आज संपूर्ण विश्व में बिना किसी सरकारी अनुदान के एक नए मानदंडों पर कार्यरत है। आज इस संस्था में ज्ञानार्जन हेतु विद्यार्थियों की संख्या 10 लाख तक पहुंच गई है। इस विश्वविद्यालय के द्वारा छात्रों को नैतिक तथा आध्यात्मिक शिक्षा दी जाती है, जिसके द्वारा छात्रों में अपने विचार और भावनाओं का विकास करने की प्रेरणा प्राप्त होती है। इन तत्वों के द्वारा छात्रों के जीवन में प्रयोगात्मक तथा सशक्त जीवन मूल्यों का संचार होता है। इस प्रणाली से समाज में मनुष्य स्वतः में बदलाव कर विश्व में शांति का उदाहरण प्रस्तुत कर सकता है। ब्रह्म कुमारी संस्थान के लिए बहन बीके रुचि बहन बचपन से ही जुड़ी हुई है। इस संस्था को अपनी सेवा प्रदान करने के लिए अपने जीवन को पूर्ण रूप से समर्पित किया है। उनकी शिक्षा इंडस्ट्रियल माइक्रोबायोलॉजी में पूर्ण की है। वे स्नातक हैं। वर्तमान में रुचिबेन ब्रह्म कुमारी संस्था की शाखा बशीरबाग में सेवारत है। इस संस्था में वे कई विषयों पर जैसे प्रबंधन, सकारात्मक सोच, रिश्तों में मिठास, कर्म दर्शन और ध्यान योग में कार्यशालाओं का आयोजन करती है। साथ ही कई पाठ्यशालाएं, विद्यालय, बैंक, सैनिक कार्यालय में जाकर ज्ञान देने का महान कार्य कर रही है। इनके सम्मान में शांतिपूर्ण जीवन विकास के लिए पंक्ति प्रस्तुत करता हूँ। जो व्यक्ति आध्यात्मिक जागरूकता के शिखर तक पहुंच चुके हैं, उनका मार्ग है निस्वार्थ कर्म जो भगवान के साथ संयोजित हो चुके हैं। उनका मार्ग है स्थिरता और शांति। ओम शांति।
Thank you, dear brother, Dr. Shohan Biradar. May I now request Brahma Kumari Ruchibahan to address the Paris gathering.
Welcome in the campus of Brahma Kumaris, because this organization also believes in the student life throughout the life, and it is said that the student life is best life. And in this gathering, as I been informed, that students are going to become employees of many good companies. So, as this is a very natural scenario of our present society, that we are living in a very, very mechanical life. Instead of being human beings, we have become human doings. And as Swamiji was telling just a few moments before, that we are missing lives actually. We have become so mechanical that there is a small, feel of being living is missing in our daily life. A very important some incident happened to me, and I want to share it with you. One brother who was highly qualified, and he used to come here, and he was not employed that time. He used to come to learn meditation, and while learning meditation, he was good at computers. He was helping us in some of our services, and very happily one day he come and said, "Sister, I got a job. I got a job of manager in so and so good company, and we like it. We appreciate it, we congrats him." He was posted little far from the place, and then he was almost vanished. He was not coming. Some 1 year. After 1 year, it so happened I meet him, and surprisingly, happily, I wish him, and then I ask him, "Where are you these days? Why are you not coming?" He said, "Sister, I am very busy because I am working as manager, sister." I said, "Okay, you are working like manager." And again vanished. And after some years again, somehow we met in one of the supermarket. And then again I asked, "Brother, how are you? How are you doing? And how is your life going?" "Sister, I am very busy because I am manager." Can you see the difference in 3 statements? The first statement was, "I got a job of manager." Means I am myself, and job is an important part of my life, that is manager. I am still myself. I will provide everything to the post of manager. The second year, it so happened, the managership has taken a bigger part of life, and he said that he is working as manager. Means most of his work has changed to managership. And the third year, very beautifully, what happened third year? What happened third year? I am manager. Now the son died, husband died, brother died, everybody died, only manager is living, and manager is dealing with customer painfully. Now he is no more dealing with mother, he is no more dealing with wife, he is no more dealing with children. Manager is dealing with customer, and the painful scenario being mechanical, the family living, the loveful living, and here starts, we miss the life around. So I say, if we do not go in such scenario, if we do not enter in such type of feeling, we need to keep myself intact as a human being first. Being a human being, we have got wisdom, and a very important thing. No machine, no software in the world has a capacity to contemplate with divine rather than human beings. Do you feel that? Is there any software? Is there any company provides such software to contemplate with divine? To inculcate divine power in ourselves? Nobody. Only human mind, only the purity of our thinking can inculcate divine powers in our life. And the best example was in front of us just now, how Swamiji, his vibration, his wisdom was able to make us learn so many things with his charitra in few moments. Being a human being, being a natural person, we developed so many good qualities in us. Naturally we are good, but we have inculcated some things which are wrong. To come back to originality, we need to actually use our originality again and again. Have you seen kitchen? Have you seen kitchen? Have you been to kitchen? In the kitchen, most of you must have cooked even at least tea in a kitchen. In a kitchen, say for example, today I have cleaned whole my kitchen. I have settled whole of the kitchen, all the bottles in a very proper way. And then, how many days it is going to be so neat? How many days? 2 days? 3 days. After some days, again my whole kitchen is, the settlement in the wardrobe is going to get disturbed. Why it is going to get disturbed? Because according to my cooking, way of cooking, the things which we cook daily, we take that bottle and we do not place the bottle to the right place, and slowly those bottles we are using regularly, that comes in a very front line. And those bottles which we are not using, where are they? Where are they? Back, very back. Sometimes so back that whenever we require that bottle, we are not even remember that this material is in my kitchen or not. And there is a another easy solution. We will go to shop and will purchase it. There is a very beautiful comparison. We have a kitchen here also. And the daily cooking here is our behavior. And the bottles present here, these are peace, happiness, love, wisdom. There are some more bottles: anger, hatred, jealousy, ego, attachment, greed. All these bottles are mixed kept here. Now, every day, the way I cook my behavior here, I use these bottles. And slowly, those bottles which I am using daily, it comes which row? Which row? Front row. And those which we are not using, it goes back row. Say for example, peace. I'm not using since long, and it has gone back row. And today I am very tensed. Today I want some peace. I am not sure whether bottle is there in me or not. And I am actually not even more sure from where I should bring it back. And then we become helpless. If you need to keep that bottle in front row, okay, you go to any spiritual organization, you had a very good counseling, you got your bottle of peace today. Okay, very nice. Today you used it, you find it, you are feeling very, very peaceful. And tomorrow onwards again you are not using it. What will happen? What will happen? Bottle will again go back. Again the same process you have to do next time. If I really need to use this piece, I want to keep it in my front row. I have to use it at least a pinch daily in our life. And when I was very, very young in college, that time the chief of Brahma Kumari, Dadi Prakashmani, she asked me, do you meditate? I was associated. I said, not much. I don't have time because college is very hectic. I am not able to meditate. I am not able to get time. Then Dadiji asked me, do you drink water? I said, yes, of course. So she said, okay, you get a time to drink water. I said, yes, of course, I get a time to drink water. So then Dadiji said, okay, do one thing. While drinking water, contemplate with the divine. Do you do some other work while drinking water? I said, of course, no. Then she said, okay, use that 1 minute time 5 times or 7 times a day. Whenever you are drinking water, contemplate with the divine. Generate a thought of purity, generate a thought of peacefulness, generate a thought of brotherhood, a thought of lovefulness, and feel that silence in you for only 1 minute. It was easy. I said, all right. It was very easy. And the end of the year, every day I was meditating 5 minutes in 5 different pieces or 6 different pieces. End of the year, I had more than 1500 minutes meditated. And it has become a normal practice to me to keep myself silent while drinking water. And that really worked like a control of the traffic of my thought. These are very small use of spirituality which can help us to break down the flow, the run of life, and let the life flow properly. Every day, I will tell you one story. It's a joke. One of the kids, they were sharing this joke to me. A person, he was very much hungry and crossing through the road, and he seen a roadside dhaba over there, and in that roadside dhaba he went and he find that there is warm idli is there, and he asked that how much it cost. He said 5 rupees each. Then the person said, all right, I want to have that idli. I will pay only if I feel full in my stomach. He said, all right. Now this person has started taking idli. 1, 2, 3, 4. After 4 idlis even, the person do not feel at all that something he had inside. Then 5th and 6th idli, he find, okay, I got something in my stomach. 7th idli, he was feeling good. But even he can slip 1 idli inside. And after 8 idlis, he find that his stomach is full. And he went to the shopkeeper and he pays 5 rupees. How much he should pay? How much he should pay? 40 rupees. and he is paying 5 rupees. What is the mathematics behind? He is paying for the last idli only. He said, only 8th idli was able to fill my stomach, so I will pay for 8th idli. Shopkeeper was even smarter. He said, keep that 8th idli with you, return 7 idlis to me. It is not possible. You know, this joke has a very deep meaning behind. How many of you have have an experience that for big incidents, you kept yourself very calm and quiet, but for small incidents, you have taken some bitter decisions. Have you? How many of you have this experience? చాలా పెద్ద పెద్ద విషయాలు ఇలానే జరిగిపోయింది. చిన్న చిన్న విషయాలకి చాలా పెద్ద డెసిషన్స్ తీసుకున్నాము. होता है. Why it happens, you know? Because of idlis. Why idlis? You know, every person has a capacity to bear the tension. Every person has a capacity. After 4 idlis in the stomach, person was absolutely unaware that he had something in the stomach. The same way, take each idli as one factor of a stress. You know, we are stressed at 4th level in our mind. We are absolutely unaware that we are actually stressed. We are not aware of it. Only after 6th idli, he come to know that yes, I am feeling something in my stomach. You know, we have 6th level of stress in our mind, and then only we come to know that yes, I am irritated. Yes, I am feeling something wrong in my daily normal life. And 7th and 8th. And payment is done only after 8th idli. What sort of payment we do in our daily life? What sort of payment? What sort of payment? If the 8th idli was even a smaller aspect of tension, we pay very heavily for that. What type of payment? We scold, we take bitter decisions, we have a very bad relations that time. We pay for it. And so, although the 4th idli was fourth means number of tension factor was very high, very heavy, but we did not took that type of decision. But the 8th number was very small. We had a very wrong, very bad result after that. Only that number is problem. Why? It reached to my saturation. The best way to handle my stress is not to let it to the saturation. Can anybody here in this hall take a guarantee you will not get any stress further? We cannot. We are going to get a stress. We are going to coincide with the stress factors, different type of stress factors. Only thing in our hand is to maintain the equilibrium of my mind. How to make something that it should not reach up to the 8th idli. What should I do? Before reaching 8th, try to do anything with the previous 7th. Is it not? And that practice we do in Brahma Kumari. What we do, end of the day, morning meditation, starting our day with the spirituality, it is very common and most of us follow it. Starting our day with yoga or meditation or prayer or something. But what we do in night time, before we go to bed, we take some 5 minutes of silence. In these 5 minutes of silence, I make this picture, the movie of life, to rewind back 24 hours. I start recalling 24 hours. Check idlis in these 24 hours. I will check the stress factors in previous 24 hours. Analyze these stress factors and to whomever you believe, whatever God, Guru, your parents, anybody, to whatever power you believe, you try to speak out, let it out, all these factors to them. Make yourself empty before you go to bed. And next day, when your day will start, how many idlis? How many? 0. I will make you sure, if you start your day with 0 idli, out of 365 days, 350 days, you will not reach up to 8. No, we can make you sure. Only some 15 days, somehow you can reach to 8th level. So what we save with that? If I save myself from tension, what I save, I save relations. And relations are biggest asset. If I am able to save relations, I am saving life. And if I am able to save life, I am not missing life around me. And I will be the most happy person in the world. So spirituality helps us to be more living, more lively, and more happy. We always welcome you in any of the branch of Brahma Kumaris to learn spirituality, learn meditation. We are always welcome you in this campus to any type of help for spirituality. And when you are here in this campus after this program, I will request you, there is a very beautiful art gallery just in the basement of this building, right in this side. You will find a very beautiful art gallery with spiritual concepts. If you want, you can see it. You can always use our services. Thank you. Om Shanti.
Thank you, Richi Bahan, for your insightful speech and making us to learn the essence of life in very simple words. Thank you very much. Infrastructure development and technological innovation are the vital components in the development of countries' economic growth and enhance productivity, improve levels of education, transportation and communication, entrepreneurship. Entrepreneurship is crucial for economic development because it generates new ideas, new business models and new ways of selling goods and services. May I now request Ms. Supriya to introduce dynamic and ambitious CEO of Aliens Group, Mr. Hari Challa, to the gathering.
Young and forward-thinking, Mr. Challa is a pilot by profession with a keen sense of direction and hands-on business acumen. He laid strong emphasis on application of technological advancements and sophistication to urban living. Mr. Hari has successfully established Aliens Group and in a short span of time built an enviable track record and brand equity for the group. His efforts have resulted in creating a corporate body that is developing properties of global standards against the industry giants.
Thank you, Ms. Supriya. May I now request the CEO, Aliens Group, Mr. Hari Challa, to address the gathering. The essence of life in very simple words. Thank you very much. Infrastructure development and technological innovation are the vital components in the development of countries' economic growth and enhance productivity, improve levels of education, transportation and communication, entrepreneurship. Entrepreneurship is crucial for economic development because it generates new ideas, new business models and new ways of selling goods and services. May I now request Ms. Supriya to introduce dynamic and ambitious CEO of Aliens Group, Mr. Hari Challa, to the gathering.
Young and forward-thinking, Mr. Challa is a pilot by profession with a keen sense of direction and hands-on business acumen. He laid strong emphasis on application of technological advancements and sophistication to urban living. Mr. Hari has successfully established Aliens Group and in a short span of time built an enviable track record and brand equity for the group. His efforts have resulted in creating a corporate body that is developing properties of global standards against the industry giants.
Thank you, Ms. Supriya. May I now request the CEO, Aliens Group, Mr. Hari Challa, to address the gathering.
Most respected Sri Chandra Swami and promoters of Aurora Group of Educational Institutions. Ladies and gentlemen, namaskar and good morning to all. I would like to start this speech with three slokas which are very renowned. Matru Devo Bhava, Pitru Devo Bhava, Achara Devo Bhava. A brief meaning of this same indicates that importance of Guru or a teacher or a preacher in the life of people for their existence, and they deserve all the respect and to be raved most. My heartiest congratulations and greetings to all ladies and gentlemen who have participated in campus interviews or the recruitment process and have got selected. Till now, you're all the students of a college or university which is smaller. We all are entering into a bigger world where we all will be leading our future life. On this occasion, I also convey my appreciation to the promoters of Aurora Group management for conducting this and being proactive, taking the students to the corporates. That's where the life begins. It's their noble cause, it's their noble job. On this occasion, I want to share with you all, our Mother India is a great nation with varied ancient cultures, carrying the rich heritage of Arishya Dharma from the times which are immemorable. Due to the traits and qualities, our country is called Dharma Bhumi and Karma Bhumi. The living spiritual standards and discipline of life were accumulated out of the teachings of several great saints of these countries. These sermons and preachings are revered and respected not only in India but also most of other countries of the world. Our ancient language, Sanskrit, is the mother language of all the languages and is being studied in many parts of the world. If you remember when gramophone was invented in 1887 by Thomas Edison, the first recording demonstrated by Thomas Edison was Sanskrit slokas of our great Vedas. So I feel connected and I really appreciate our college management to get us back to whatever this is a life connection, spiritual connection. Because as most of them said, yes, we have become machines. There's no life, there is beyond work and money. Coming to the modern management, we all know Indians are occupying the global head post from premier global companies like Google, Microsoft, or Pepsi, or most of the international banks. This shows how Indian brains are great in terms of capabilities to manage and control and administer the world-class companies. My piece of advice to young people assembled here are put in a form of ABCD. A stands for attention, which keep your body and mind in attentive mode. This is applicable not only to the classroom lectures, but also to the day-to-day activities in the habit and ecosystem which you are attached to the living. Indian brains are popular in carrying out multitask rather than a single task curriculum, and attention of each task is equally important. B is belongingness, owning the duty or a job or an assignment. As you are all aware, unless somebody owns his job, or he cannot exhibit his interest and attention, concentration in the task. If you are a student, you should own your syllabus and study skills and face and crack your exams, interviews, etc. So also if you are an employee, unless you own your job, you cannot perform your job to the high precision. So also a businessman or an entrepreneur can succeed by owning the business or the enterprise. Coming to C is concentration. Young and learning minds, you have to concentrate to the deeper extent of subject you are studying, and also try to understand the logic and rationale behind each concept or a theme. This helps you to develop the required in-depth knowledge of the subject, which gives edge over the peers. Finally, the D, determination and devotion, which is essential for all of us, whether you are a student or an employee or a businessman or an industrialist. Devoting more time to develop your knowledge and skills will establish as a meritorious student or as a successful entrepreneur. So putting the essence of ABCD, that is attention, belongingness, concentration, and determination or devotion, will make you be successful in your studies, or you as a student, or a successful business and enterprise, or an entrepreneur. If ABCD norms are followed religiously, all of you being youngsters of India, yourself, or we all are the future of India, your attitude, perception, behavior, performance will shape our personality, or your personality, which in turn will reflect your success and career progress. Strong and positive-minded youth will build a strong family, a strong society, and a strong nation. In order to be strong in your thoughts and attitudes, all of you should develop a positive mind and a progressive thinking. This can be acquired by religious prayers to whatever religion you belong, and spend time in building strongly body and mind by practicing yoga, meditation, and spiritual following. I'm sure it's been repeated in the last 3 or 4 speeches. My advice to all of you is try to understand and develop the big picture of the situation, to set a healthy targets, and to work out strategies to achieve goals or targets. The greatest message to remember from Winston Churchill, former Prime Minister UK, is never, never, never give up. So before I conclude, I once again convey my hearty greetings and good wishes to all of you in your endeavors, and my thanks to Aurora management for providing this opportunity to meet you all, and my respect to Chinnajaya Swami. Thanks.
Thank you, Mr. Harichallam, for your wonderful speech and for your valuable suggestions. May I now request Ms. Malati to introduce intellectual and successful CTO, Wells Fargo, Mr. Sridhar Chanduri.
Mr. Sridhar Chanduri joined Wells Fargo India Solutions in 2011 as Vice President for Community Bank Technology Group. In 1994, he joined Tata Group as Systems Engineer. and in 1999 he joined product development at EDS, Orange Country, California. In 2006 he moved back to India to work for Computer Science Corporation as general manager. He has over 20 years of experience in technology industry. He holds a master's degree in engineering from Mumbai University and a master's in business administration from California State University. Wells Fargo provides banking, insurance, investments, mortgage, consumer and commercial finance. 1 in 3 households in America does business with Wells Fargo. Wells Fargo India Solutions supports application development, testing, other technical functions and back-end banking process solutions. It was set up in August 2006 and currently has a 5,000 plus strong team across its offices in Hyderabad and Bangalore.
Thank you, Ms. Malati. May I now request Mr. Sridhar Chuduri to address the gathering.
Thank you, ma'am. I will keep it brief. First of all, Aurora Group of Institutions ki faculty ki విచ్చేసిన పెద్దలందరికీ కూడా నా నమస్కారాలు. బ్రహ్మశ్రీ వేదమూర్తులైన శ్రీ శ్రీ చిన్న జీఎస్ స్వామి గారి ప్రసంగం తర్వాత నేను చెప్పేది పెద్దగా ఏమి ఉండదు. అయినా కూడా మన స్టూడెంట్స్కి ఎవరైతే గ్రాడ్యుయేట్ అయ్యారో తర్వాత ఎవరికైతే ఆఫర్స్ వచ్చాయో 1000+ టీమ్ మెంబర్స్కి వాళ్ళందరికీ కూడా కంగ్రాచులేషన్స్ అండ్ వాళ్ళకు ఒక చిన్న అడ్వైస్ బేస్డ్ ఆన్ మై ఎక్స్పీరియన్స్. టిపికల్గా జరిగేది ఏంటంటే కాలేజ్ తర్వాత కాలేజ్ టు క్యాంపస్ మనం రెడీనెస్ చేస్తాము. అరోరా డెఫినెట్లీ ఈజ్ డూయింగ్ ఎ గుడ్ జాబ్ ఇన్ మేకింగ్ స్టూడెంట్స్ గెట్ బెటర్. అయితే స్టూడెంట్స్ ఒక జాబ్ ఆఫర్ తీసుకున్నాక ఇమీడియట్గా 2 ఇయర్స్లో వేరే జాబ్కి వెళ్ళి లీడ్ అవుదాము, తర్వాత మేనేజర్ అవుదాము అన్న ఉద్దేశంలో గబగబా ముందుకెళ్ళి మేనేజర్ అయిపోవడానికి చూస్తారు. దానివల్ల జరిగేది ఏంటంటే 40 ఇయర్స్ ఆఫ్ క్యారియర్ని తగ్గించుకున్నవాడు అవుతారు. కాబట్టి మనం చేయాల్సింది ఏంటంటే వీ హ్యావ్ టు సస్టైన్ వేర్ వీఆర్, వీ హ్యావ్ టు మేక్ ష్యూర్ వీఆర్ ప్యాషనేట్ ఆఫ్ వాట్ వీ డూ and we at least have to work for at least 5 years in an organization to mature ourselves. So అది ఒక ముఖ్య విషయం. జనరల్గా జరిగేది 2 ఇయర్స్ తర్వాత వెళ్ళిపోవడం జరుగుతుంది. దానివల్ల లాసెస్ చాలా ఉంటాయి. దే హిట్ ద ఎండ్ ఆఫ్ ద రోడ్ టూ ఫాస్ట్. కాబట్టి అది నా ఒక రిక్వెస్ట్ మీ అందరికీ కూడా, హూఎవర్ ఈస్ థింకింగ్ హౌ టు పుట్ దేర్ క్యారియర్. ఎందుకంటే క్యారియర్ అనేది ఒక మ్యారథాన్, ఇట్స్ నాట్ ఎ స్ప్రింట్. 100 మీటర్స్ పరిగెత్తడానికి 10 సెకండ్స్లో మనం పరిగెత్తేయచ్చు, కానీ 50 కిలోమీటర్లు పరిగెత్తాలి. ఎందుకంటే 40 సంవత్సరాల పాటు 21వ వయసులో జాయిన్ అవుతాము, 61లో రిటైర్ అవుదాం అనుకుందాం. ఫర్ 40 ఇయర్స్ సస్టైన్ అవ్వాలంటే వీ హ్యావ్ టు ప్లాన్ అవర్ కెరియర్. కాబట్టి ఇండివిజువల్ డెవలప్మెంట్ ప్లాన్, ఇండివిజువల్గా హౌ ఐ షుడ్ రియలీ పేస్ మై కెరియర్, ఎప్పుడు ఫాస్ట్గా వెళ్ళాలి, ఎప్పుడు స్లోగా వెళ్ళాలి, ఈ యొక్క అప్రోచ్ని మనం కొంచెం డిఫైన్ చేసుకోవాలి. దానివల్ల మనకు చాలా ఉపయోగం ఉంటుంది. సో ప్యాషన్ అనేది ఈ విషయంలో చాలా ఇంపార్టెంట్. యూ హ్యావ్ టు బి ఎక్స్ట్రీమ్లీ ప్యాషనేట్ ఆఫ్ వాట్ వీ డూ, ప్యాషన్ ఫర్ యువర్ కెరియర్. ఫర్ దట్ యూ ఆబ్వియస్లీ నీడ్ టు లెర్న్ మోర్ యాజ్ యూ కమ్. టెక్నాలజీ ఈజ్ చేంజింగ్ ఎవ్రీడే. నేను స్టార్ట్ చేసినప్పుడు ఫోర్ట్రాన్, C++ లాంటివి చాలా వాడాం. అయితే మీరు చూస్తున్నారు ఇప్పుడు టెక్నాలజీ మారుతుంది. ఇంటర్నెట్ ఆఫ్ థింగ్స్, మొబైల్ ప్లాట్ఫామ్, సోషల్ మీడియాలో డెవలప్ చేయాల్సిన పరిస్థితిలో ఉన్నాం. కాబట్టి we have to really pace up with the technology. You have to keep learning new things all the time. ఎందుకంటే లెర్నింగ్కి సాచురేషన్ పాయింట్ అంటూ ఏమీ లేదు. ఇట్ ఈస్ ఎ కంటిన్యూస్ థింగ్. స్వామీజీ గారు చెప్పినట్టుగా ఇట్స్ ఎ కంటిన్యూస్ థింగ్. కాబట్టి మై రిక్వెస్ట్ టు యూ ఇస్ కీప్ లెర్నింగ్. Humbleness as you learn and as you become leads and managers is also important. కుమారి గారు చెప్పినట్టుగా I am the manager now, I don't have time అనేటువంటి attitude doesn't take us too far. There are people who have done that and who meet the end of the road too fast. కాబట్టి we have to think about it. Alignment with the organization. రెండో విషయం ఏంటంటే, ఫస్ట్ ప్యాషన్ మాట్లాడుకున్నాం, రెండోది అలైన్మెంట్ విత్ ద ఆర్గనైజేషన్ ఈజ్ ఈక్వల్లీ ఇంపార్టెంట్. ఆర్గనైజేషన్కి కొన్ని గోల్స్ ఉంటాయి. అయితే మన గోల్స్ ఏంటి, ఆర్గనైజేషన్ గోల్స్ ఏంటి, హౌ వీ కెన్ రియల్లీ అలైన్ టుగెదర్ యాజ్ లాంగ్ యాజ్ వీ వర్క్ విత్ దట్ ఆర్గనైజేషన్. దట్ ఈస్ ఎక్స్ట్రీమ్లీ ఇంపార్టెంట్. మనం ఒకటి చేస్తూ ఆర్గనైజేషన్ గోల్స్ ఇంకోటి అయితే ఇట్ డజంట్ వర్క్ అండ్ ఆర్గనైజేషన్ విల్ ఆస్క్ us to leave. కాబట్టి అలైన్మెంట్ ఈజ్ ఎక్స్ట్రీమ్లీ ఇంపార్టెంట్. మూడో విషయం, చివరి విషయం నా దగ్గర నుంచి ఏంటంటే ఫోకస్డ్ ఎగ్జిక్యూషన్. ప్లానింగ్ అంతా చేస్తాము, చేద్దాం అనుకుంటాము, మార్నింగ్ లేచి ఎక్సర్సైజ్ చేయాలనుకుంటాము, ఈరోజు కాదులే రేపు అనుకుంటాము. సో ఆ రకంగానే కెరియర్లో కూడా నేర్చుకుందాం అనుకుంటాం, ఈరోజు కాదులే రేపు అనుకుంటాం. అలా N+1 సిండ్రోమ్ అనేది ఒకటి ఎప్పుడూ మన మైండ్లో ఉంటుంది. దాన్ని మనం పక్కకు పెట్టి ఫోకస్గా హౌ వీ కెన్ ఎగ్జిక్యూట్ వాట్ ఎవర్ వీ డిసైడ్ టు డూ, దట్ ఈస్ ఎక్స్ట్రీమ్లీ ఇంపార్టెంట్. దానివల్ల తేడాలు వస్తాయి. మంచిగా చేస్తే కెరియర్ బాగుపడుతుంది. నా 20 yearsలో సో ఫార్ దట్స్ వాట్ ఐ ట్రై టు డూ. కొన్నిసార్లు అప్ అండ్ డౌన్ ఉంటుంది, తప్పదు, బట్ డెఫినెట్లీ దట్స్ ద వే టు గో. సో ఈ 3 విషయాల మీద కనుక మనం కాన్సన్ట్రేట్ చేస్తే, ప్యాషన్ ఒకటి ఫర్ యువర్ కెరియర్, ఫర్ ఎ మ్యారథాన్ రన్, నాట్ ఫర్ ఎ స్ప్రింట్, alignment with the organization with good goals, individual development plans, and focused execution. ఈ 3 విషయాలు కనుక మనం అవగాహనలో తీసుకుంటే, I think that is where you have a long-term strategy for yourself and you have an excellent career for you. So with those 3 things, I would leave you all the best for whatever you do, wherever you go. Thank you very much.
Others which enrich my leadership skills. Now I am able to lead my team effectively. So I could recollect the days during the seminar preparation, discussions with the friends during the late evenings. All these moments still move like a dream in my eyes. Group discussions and role play activity dialogue are still not the past, but I feel it's alive, which made me today redefined and versatile person. We used to have tough competition, tug of war, quiz sessions. Still, I'm continuing my supportiveness at my office. The versatile culture at Aurora, its seminars, workshops, orientation programs, summits, panel discussion, industrial trips, and many more are organized at campus, makes us feel like we live in the industry. It was easy for me to gel with my company effectively and quickly. The projects we worked, especially on summer internship, gave us prior understanding of the industry. Campus recruitment training programs made us to take up the campus interview that I attended as just an interaction with the HR, even though it was final interview. I'm sure that every student at Aurora have a cakewalk in the industry through placement activity organized by Aurora Group of Institutions. At Aurora, management education is constantly redefined and reinvented. Here, a student is taken all-round care and groomed into a professional. We have top-rated faculty, excellent infrastructure, and supportive environment. The institution arranges pre-placement training and brought a number of top-rated companies for the campus placement. I enjoyed my stay at Aurora Group of Institutions because of large number of celebrations and events organized by campus. I am much obliged to the management and faculty of Aurora Group of Institutions for giving me a good start in my career. Thanks to Aurora, which changed my vision on realistic life. I feel privileged that I was a student of Aurora Group of Institutions. I especially thank to Ramesh Babu sir for giving me an opportunity to be a part of Aurora Business School. Thank you.
Thank you, Ms. Ravana Lakshmi. May I now request Dr. A.V. Vasanthi Garu, a proud parent of Ms. Tejaswini. She is a student of our business school. I request Dr. Vasanthi Garu to share her feelings as a parent with us.
Good afternoon to all. Gurubhyo Namaha. Gurur Brahma, Gurur Vishnu, Gurur Devo Maheshwaraha. Guru Sakshat Parabrahma Tasmai Sri Gurave Namaha. Guru has lot of weight and a good position in the society, who molds the student into a good person. So, respected distinguished guests on the dais, off the dais, and the students. Aurora Group of Institutions, I know very well about this institution for a length of 20 years, I think. Different my colleagues' children, my relatives, most of them have graduated from this institution. And Aurora, what's the meaning of Aurora? Sri G.R. Swami has told it is of different colors. And I will tell one more meaning, that Aurora means it is the dawn. Dawn means the sun rays. Just like sun rays, we can say Bhaskaram Arogyaditya. That is Bhaskara, the sun, who gives health to human beings. Just like that, this aurora, as a dawn sunrise, it is giving more knowledge and molding the students into a good person who is standing in good position in the society and getting good placements and encouragement. So here in Aurora, I observed every student is taken individual care and importance is given by his name or her name, and they are treated very well. And even the hospitality is very good. When the parents enter into the college or the institution, they are taken care of and they are taught very well, received well, and they are asked what is the problem and what was the problem with the student and or the faculty members. And they are giving good education by arranging so many seminars and so many guest lectures calling from outside, from IIMs, ISBs, and at the same time they are sending the students to different institutions and companies to learn many things practically, not only in the classroom, in the closed rooms, but they are sending the students to different places and they are educating very well. And right from the beginning in the college, as soon as they enter the college, they are taking many communication skill classes and analytical skill classes, and they are educating in a good manner, and they are giving very good knowledge and what they have to do and what is their position in the society and what is their role in the society and what are their responsibilities. They are teaching very well. And not only that, they are taking care of the students, and they have arranged a yoga room I have seen in the college where they are giving yoga classes and meditation also. And I request the management still to continue the same, and everybody is looking forward for yoga and meditation nowadays, and our Prime Minister is also telling that everybody should practice yoga in their life. So they should inculcate in each and every student that they should practice even after going out of the college. So I request the faculty as well as the students to practice yoga and meditation in their life, throughout their life, so that they will be not only sound by their health and mentally also they will be very much sound. And I request the corporates also to create a center for yoga and meditation so that they can give good health to their employees, and they can extract more from the healthy persons, and they can relieve their mental stress and strain. So I am very much proud of my daughter who made me to stand here to speak about Aurora Group of Institutions, and I thank the organizers to give me the opportunity. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Dr. Vasanthi Garu. I request with the spouse of every dignitary sitting on the dais to join with his or her spouse on the dais in felicitation program. I request the spouse of every dignitary sitting on the dais to join his or her spouse on the dais. And I request all the audience to raise from their respective seats. మీరు ఆరోగ్య ఐశ్వర్యాలు కలగాలని చేసే ఆశీర్వచనమే వేదాశీర్వచనం. కన్నుల పండుగగా ఆత్మసంతుష్టిగా మహదానందంగా జరిగిన నేటి ఉత్సవంలో వేదాశీర్వచనం మనందరికీ మంగళదాయకం.
सूपायनो भाव सूपायनो भाव भव सूपायनः सूपायनो भाव सूपायन इति सूपायनः भवेति भव सदस्वानो नः सदस्व सदस्वानः स्वस्तये स्वस्तये नः सदस्व सदस्वानः स्वस्तये न स्वस्तये स्वस्तये नो न स्वस्तये स्वस्तये इति स्वस्तये प्रणो नः प्रप्रणो देवी देवी नः प्रप्रणो देवी नो देवी देवी नो नो देवी सरस्वती सरस्वती देवी नो नो देवी सरस्वती देवी सरस्वती सरस्वती देवी देवी सरस्वती वाजेभिर्वाजेभिः सरस्वती देवी देवी सरस्वती वाजेभिः सरस्वती वाजेभिर्वाजेभिः सरस्वती सरस्वती वाजेभिर्वाजिनीवती वाजिनीवती वाजेभिः सरस्वती सरस्वती वाजिनीवती वाजेभिर्वाजिनीवती वाजिनीवती वाजेभिर्वाजेभिर्वाजिनीवती वाजिनीवतीति वाजिनीवती धीनामा विद्या विद्रे धीनां धीनामा विद्या वत्व विद्रे धीनां धीनामा विद्यावतु अविद्या वत्व विद्या विद्यावतु अवद्विद्यावतु वृषशवादस्य वादस्य वेद वेदवादस्य वर्तनिं वर्तनिं वादस्य वेद वेदवादस्य वर्तनिं वादस्य वर्तनिं वर्तनिं वादस्य वादस्य वर्तनि मुरोर्वर्तनिं वादस्य वादस्य वर्तनि मुरोः वर्तनि मुरोर्वर्तनिं वर्तनि मुरोर्विश्वस्य ऋष्वस्योर्वर्तनिं वर्तनि मुरोर्विश्वस्य पुरोर्विश्वस्य ऋष्वस्योर्विश्वस्य बृहतो बृहदर्विश्वस्योर्विश्वस्य बृहतः ऋष्वस्य बृहतो बृहदर्विश्वस्य ऋष्वस्य बृहतः बृहत इति बृहतः वेदाये ये वेद वेदाये अध्यासाते अध्यासाते ये वेद वेदाये अध्यासाते ये अध्यासाते अध्यासाते ये अध्यासाते अध्यासात इत्यादि आसाते वृषशैलाधिप एव दैवतन्नः वृषभाद्रीश्वर एव दैवतन्नः फणिशैलाधिप एव दैवतन्नः भगवान् वेङ्कट एव दैवतन्नः श्रीनिवासः परदैवतन्नः श्रीनिवासः परमन्धनन्नः श्रीनिवासः कुलदैवतन्नः श्रीनिवासः परमागतिर्नः वक्त्राब्जे भाग्यलक्ष्मीः करतलकमले सर्वदा दानलक्ष्मीः दोर्दण्डे वीरलक्ष्मीः हृदयसरसिजे भूतकारुण्यलक्ष्मीः खड्गाग्रे शौर्यलक्ष्मीः निखिलगुणगणाडम्बरे कीर्तिलक्ष्मीः सर्वाङ्गे सौम्यलक्ष्मीः त्वयतु विजयतां सर्वसाम्राज्यलक्ष्मीः श्रीर्वर्चस्वमायुष्यमारोग्यमाविधात् शोभामहीयते धान्यं धनं पशुं बहुपुत्र दीर्घमायुः हरिः ॐ गृणो दशास्यां पुत्रानाधेहि पतिमेकादशं गृधी सुमङ्गलीर्यं वधूरिमागुं समेत पश्यताम् सौभाग्यमस्यै दत्त्वा याथास्तं विपरेतनाम् शतमानं भवति शतायुः पुरुषः शतेन्द्रिय आयुष्येवेन्द्रिये प्रतिष्ठति। सर्वेषाम् उद्योगिनां विद्यार्थिनां च श्रीभूनीला समेत श्री प्रसन्न वेंकटेश्वर स्वामी संपूर्ण अनुग्रह कटाक्ष फल सिद्धि द्वारा सर्वे
ఆ అష్టకం తోటక అనే వాంగ్మయ సంబంధ రచనా ప్రయోగంలో ఉండటం వలన అది తోటకాష్టకంగా గురువు ఎడల శిష్యుడికి గల భక్తి శ్రద్ధలకు ప్రామాణిక స్తోత్రంగా పేర్కొనబడింది. ఆ విధంగా గురువు గారి మన్ననకు పాత్రుడై జ్ఞానవంతుడై తోటకాష్టకాన్ని రచించగలిగిన సామాన్య బాలుడైన గిరి ఆ తరువాత తోటకాచార్యుల వారిగా ప్రసిద్ధిగాంచారు. Now I would like to request with the audience, kindly render the every verse loudly after the singers render it. And I also request with the audience to raise from their seats. May I now request
शंकर देशिक मे शरणं करुणावरुणालय पालय मां भवसागर दुःख विदूनकृतं रचयाखिल दर्शन तत्त्वविदं भव शंकर देशिक मे शरणं भवता जनता सुहिता भविता निजबोध विचारण चारुमते कलयेश्वर जीव विवेक विदं भव शंकर देशिक मे शरणं भव एव भवानि मे नितरां समजायत चेतसि कौतुकिता मम वारय मोह महाजलधिं भव शंकर देशिक मे शरणं सुकृते विकृते बहुधा भवतो भविता समदर्शन लालसता अतिदीनमिमं परिपालय मां भव शंकर देशिक मे शरणं जगतीमवितुं कलिकाकृतयो विचरन्ति महामहसश्चलता अभिमांसुरिवात्र विभासि गुरो भव शंकर देशिक मे शरणं गुरुपुङ्गव पुङ्गव केतनते समतामयतां न हि कोऽपि सुधी शरणागत वत्सल तत्त्वनिधे भव शंकर देशिक मे शरणं विदितानमयापि सदैककला न च किञ्चन काञ्चनमस्ति गुरो द्रुतमेव विधेहि कृपां सहजां भव शंकर देशिक मे शरणं भव शंकर देशिक मे शरणं भव शंकर देशिक मे शरणम्
अयिबो मान्य मंगलमये अस्मिन् सन्दर्भे कृतज्ञतां निवेदयन् अहम् आत्मानं धन्यं मन्ये। विश्वस्मिन् शान्तेः संस्कृतेश्च संस्थापकेभ्यः अभिधेयाख्ये अस्मिन् कार्यक्रमे उपस्थाय स्वदिव्य सान्निध्येन स्वस्ति वाचनेन च अस्मान् सर्वान् कृतार्थीकृतवद्भ्यः श्रीमदव्य श्री 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 त्रिदण्डि चिन्नजीयर स्वामी पादेभ्यः नतशिरसा कार्तज्ञं निवेदयामि। स्वामी पादानां दिव्य प्रबोधनेन वयं सर्वे समुत्तेजिताः स्मः। प्रशांत वातावरणमयं स्वर्गतुल्यं स्थलं प्रदत्तवद्भ्यः ब्रह्मकुमारी प्रबन्धकेभ्यः सभक्तिकं कृतज्ञतां समर्पयामि। दिव्य संदेशं प्रदत्तवद्भ्यः रुचि महाभागाभ्यः धन्यवादान् निवेदयामि। स्वभाषणैः अस्मान् सर्वान् प्रचोदितवद्भ्यः एलियन्स् ग्रूप् इत्यस्याः संस्थायाः मुख्यनिर्वाहक अधिकारिभ्यः श्रीमद्भ्यः चल्ला हरि महोदयेभ्यः वेल्स् फार्गो इत्यस्याः संस्थायाः मुख्यनिर्वाहक अधिकारिभ्यः श्रीमद्भ्यः श्रीधर चुण्डूरी महोदयेभ्यः च साधुवादान् समर्पयामि। कार्यक्रमे अस्मिन् उपस्थाय अस्मभ्यं प्रेरणां सहकारं च दत्तवद्भ्यः सर्वेभ्यः नियोजकेभ्यः सस्नेहं कार्तज्ञं निवेदयामि। अमूल्यसन्देशं दत्तवतीभ्यः अस्माकं हितैषिणीभ्यः तेजस्विनीवर्यायाः मातृभ्यः श्रीमतीभ्यः डॉक्टर वसन्ता महाभागाभ्यः सगौरवं धन्यवादं वितरामि। अस्मान् स्वविजयं गाथां श्रावितवद्भ्य अरोरा बिजनेस् विद्यालयस्य पूर्वछात्रेभ्यः श्रीमद्भ्य श्रावणलक्ष्मी वर्याभ्यः सविनयं साधुवादान् निवेदयामि। अरोरा कलाशालां प्रतिबद्धानुरागेभ्यः सर्वोपसित्या एतं कार्यक्रमं सफलीकृतवद्भ्यः सर्वेभ्यः कलाशाला पूर्वछात्रेभ्यः सप्रणमं कार्तज्ञं निवेदयामि। मयि विश्वस्य पर्णसहकारं दत्वा अभिधेयाख्यस्य कार्यक्रमस्य आयोजनाय महत्वपूर्णं दायित्वं मह्यं प्रदत्तवत्यै परमाद्भुतम् एतं प्रत्युत्क्रमं कृतवत्यै कलाशालाप्रबन्धसमित्यै कृतज्ञतां निवेदयामि। कलाशालायां संस्थापनात् आरभ्य एतत् कार्यक्रमस्य सफलीकरणपर्यन्तम् अनुपमं सहकारं दत्तवतीभ्यः प्लेस्मेंट्स् इत्यस्य विभागस्य निर्देशकेभ्यः डॉक्टर रघु प्रभाकर वरेभ्यः अरोरा कलाशाला समूहस्य सर्वेभ्यः प्रिंसिपालेभ्यः निर्देशकेभ्यश्च सविनयं धन्यवादान् समर्पयामि। एतस्य कार्यक्रमस्य आयोजनाय सामूहिकरूपेण अहरहं परिश्रमं कृतवद्भ्यः सर्वेभ्यः आयोजकसमिति सदस्येभ्यः सस्नेहं साधुवादान् वितरामि। एतस्मिन् महत् कार्यक्रमे प्रतिपदम् अनुपमं सहकारं दत्तवद्भ्यः विभिन्नपदेषु विराजमानेभ्यः शिक्षकेभ्यः कर्मचारिभ्यः च धन्यवादान् समर्पयामि। कार्यक्रमस्य सफलतायै परस्परसहकारेण सस्मितं कार्यं कृतवद्भ्यः स्वच्छन्दकार्यकर्तृभ्यः विद्यार्थिभ्यः सवात्सल्यं धन्यवादान् वितरामि। कार्यक्रमस्य अन्ते अस्माकं जीवनस्य अस्तित्वस्य च तत्त्वभूताय परमात्मने सभक्तिकं प्रणामाञ्जलि निवेदयामि। सर्वे जनाः सुखिनो भवन्तु। ओम शांति शांति।
Thank you, sir. May I now request our guests and the alumni to participate in photo session. We have degree college alumni, followed by PG and business colleges alumni, and finally the alumni of engineering college. I request the alumni of degree college, all degree colleges of Aurora Group of Institutions to join the photo session. Thank you.
Why would it be one good place of the